Hi Hassan Home, I'm Golara from Studio Golara and welcome to my home. We bought this house as a bungalow a few years back and we decided to do major construction on it and turn it to a three-story home for our family. I was a civil engineer before immigrating to Canada. Back home, I built mid-rise buildings, residential. My educational background is more academic, is engineering, but in my free time, I was enjoying everything related to interior design and furniture design. And then I got to bring it to life and make it more practical in my day-to-day life by choosing this career path. We were building on top of a garage, so we had this height difference in our entryway and this dramatic high ceiling there. So we incorporated some arches from the entry door and closet door to soften the space and create a visual transition into the living space. We built in shoe storage and outdoor storage there, did some grooving detail on the door to accent the country style vibe we were after. And because of the high ceiling and openness to the living area, when you open the door, you are greeted by a breezy, airy feel, not an enclosed, tight space. I knew during the cold season, which is most of the time in Toronto, I wanted to have my living space inside that gets that warmth, the glow of sun. And gosh, that's really pleasant. That's a natural warmth you want. I like the space that I live in feel spacious and airy and open, but feel homey. We opened up ceiling in the front sitting area, and also we opened a wall to the home office to have this mezzanine style space that overlooks the main living room and also deepens the space visually. We have a lot of drama in this space naturally because of the high ceiling. We incorporated floor-to-ceiling, wall-to-wall windows, and we tried to balance that drama to make it more inviting and more effortless by bringing down the pendants and textured drapery. We have this extra tall plaster fireplace and brought in over 150 years old repurposed barn beams as side furnitures. We're dealing with an open concept planning here, so we are sharing spaces between different functions. And the key was to define everything so clearly and effortlessly so the space talks for itself, even though there is no wall to separate these spaces from each other. Right between the kitchen and the formal sitting area is our dining room. We designed this home bar as a focal point in this space. We added custom fluting details to drawers to add texture and softness. We kept the color palette neutral like the rest of the floor and added hints of brass to make it inviting and formal. We did a mirror backsplash in the bar to create depth in the space. We are dealing with a rather narrow floor plan and we wanted to make it look deep and open. And that helps a lot when people sit around the table, they feel that they don't feel so tight in this space. We brought in this white country-style dining table, again to emphasize the minimal country vibe of the house. Because of having an open floor plan, we didn't want the kitchen to feel too kitcheny or utilitarian. So we incorporated built-in panel-ready appliances and concealed everything behind soft off-white doors. We didn't have the space for a hidden pantry, but we designed this massive cooking nook with side shelves that hides away the cooking and serving clutter daily and when we entertain. We also brought in a piece of rough pine wood to the hood to balance the whole look and bring again a touch of that rustic feel that we were after in designing this home. This island is designed to act again as a piece of furniture that grounds the whole space. We did the fluting detail to add texture and softness, and the curved corners to help the flow around it. Another functional detail in this kitchen that was very important for me was the deep apron sink with the drippage detail, protecting the cabinet underneath from the water spill and drops. I do that for all of my projects. I convince everybody to do that. Because we could hide everything behind these paneled doors, we were not afraid of continuing kitchen all the way down to family room to maximize function. This is the space we hide our appliances and coffee station behind these pocket doors. And last, we built this banquet seating area wrapped in hardwood to bring in more coziness and intimacy, and we use it for our daily meals. It's like a casual eating area. This is by far the most used part of our house, and everybody gravitates towards it. We can sit 6 people there comfortably and enjoy the view of the backyard in different times of the day when we have our meals. Right across from our eating nook is our family room, tucked away from the rest of the floor plan. We maintained the same color palette there, soft and quiet. We were focused more on the textural details in that area. We brought in some of the grooving details to the bench storage underneath the fireplace and also the double arm sconces on the side. We don't have any handles here, it's all finger grip. It's hard to tell which door opens where. We were able to hide this secret from our 10-month-old for a while, and now he knows everything. He opens it, and we have to figure out some child-proofing system for him for now. When we were doing the planning, we wanted a home office. Both of our jobs are done from home, and we wanted that space to feel nice and open again. So we opened up that wall, and it's like a mezzanine to the main floor. I get to see the street, see when my family arrive home, and that's a very nice, pleasant feel during work. Our laundry room is located in our second floor, so it's the closest to where we store our clothes. This laundry room is not huge, but it's very functional, has a lot of storage, and aesthetically it got a lot of attention from my clients, especially the tile selection. When I saw it in the showroom, the little patina of rust and the warm, clean color palette on the tile, I was like, I have to use this tile. I still get inquiries. Unfortunately, it's discontinued, but yeah, everybody asks, where did you source this tile? The pattern room is the continuation of the foyer. We brought the same arch detail to the door and inside to the pattern room mirror, and used this beautiful textured Calicut porcelain tile on the walls. We paired that with a velvety dark color on side walls and added the same globe light fixtures in the entry to create harmony with the foyer space. I did keep my style moving from Iran to Canada. I'm into minimalistic lifestyle, so you see a lot of Scandinavian, Japandi borrowed in design of this home. The quiet color palette, I brought it from our own house to here, so it's not that different. But then we have some people who are more attached to this culturally affected background, and they want more traditional elements in their furniture, for example, in their rugs, in their day-to-day dishes, those motifs and patterns on textiles. One thing that is the same in Iran and in Canada is family. You want to consider your family's well-being and lifestyle in your design and be able to host beautiful parties comfortably in your home.